Hey Brad, real quick, just wanted to record a video and explain a little bit more in detail what we were talking about on the phone. So in my opinion, as a marketer who's seen a lot of different marketing campaigns, the best way to generate leads, and high quality leads at least, is to build it through your own brand, your own assets. So that would be through ranking your own website and ranking your own Google business page and doing ads from Google primarily, because people go on Google and search for Kansas City roofing, Kansas City roof repair, roofing Kansas City, those types of searches. And you want to show up here in Google Guaranteed. Every time you click on one of these, if somebody calls you, you can get the form requests. Those are like $15 usually most markets. Call are around $30, $35. That's a really cheap lead for roof repair and roofing. Google Ads is another great option, except for it's more expensive. While you're paying maybe 30 to 35 per lead here, you're probably going to be paying around 50 to 60 per lead on Google Ads. And you have to do a larger ad spend. This, you can do a smaller ad spend per month and still make it work. Google Ads, if you're not spending at least $1,000 in ad spend, it's not going to work very well. Google, the GMB. This is my all-time favorite way to advertise because it's free for one. You just have to optimize it, post on it, and get a lot of backlinks. You still have to do SEO and do work on it, but you don't have to pay per lead or pay any ad spend. Once you have it ranking, it ranks really well and it will continue to bring in organic leads for the rest of your company's life. So that's one of the best ways to get leads. And I can show you really quickly how to optimize it, because you already have your own GMB. You usually have two of them, which is kind of weird. You're only supposed to have one per city, I guess, because they're at the opposite ends. Google hasn't really noticed. Maybe you can even use both and try to rank both of them, because they do rank better right around the area. So you could have one that targets northern Kansas City and one that targets southern Kansas City. But you'd want to optimize them both. And neither of them are currently optimized at all. You haven't done any photos or GMB posts or written any of the content that you need for Google to know about your business on it quite yet. So anyways, let me just go back. And then the next thing is ranking your website. So let's take a look at one of your competitors, eastonroofing.com. They're ranking really well for Kansas City roofing. So if you look at their website, they have quite a bit of content on their site talking about their different services. They got a chat bot. They have a Google map. Anyways, one of the main ranking factors, as you see here, is having a lot of content on the website. You want to have different pages for each of your services, which they have tons: roof replacement, roof maintenance, attic installations, gutters, and then you want to have pages for each of the locations that you target. That's a really good strategy because it allows you to target keywords that have lower competition. Like, all the roofers are going to be going for Kansas City, so you have to invest more time and effort into ranking there. But maybe not all the roofers are going for Lawrence, and so it's lower keyword difficulty and lower competition. It's a lower hanging fruit to rank for. So that's a good strategy that they're doing right now. So if I put their website into one of my tools here, it will show us what their organic traffic is and what their rankings currently are. I can also show you what yours look like too. So this is your current website. You have 0 backlinks. It's saying around 40 organic traffic. Let's take a look. So Xtreme Xteriors, you're ranking for your own name. That's your rank number 1. And people say this tool says you get around 100 searches a month looking for your brand. So that's good. That means that you've been in business for a long time. People kind of know who you are in the community. But that's really the only thing that you're ranking for on the first page of Google. Everything else is on second page or more. And Google doesn't really know what your business is about. There's not even very many keywords about roofing. Roof inspection Kansas City is like one of the only ones. So that means you don't have enough content with the keywords in it for Google to know what your website is about. If you look at this site, they have around 730 traffic per month, and you can see the keywords that they're optimized for. Roofing Kansas City, as we looked before, gets searched 450 times a month on average. They're ranked number 1, so they're getting around 1/3 of those clicks going to their website. Roof repair Kansas City is another great keyword. It gets searched 300 times a month. roofing company, Kansas City, gets searched 600 times a month. Wow, that's really good. A really good roofing market in your area. So really high search volume, really good potential for Google leads to work with SEO. So the higher this number, it means the more competition it is, and the more you're going to have to invest in SEO to get it to work, and also the longer it's going to take. This is actually pretty average. It's not that high. I've ranked lots in the 40, 50 ranges before. It just takes around 8 years to a month for those ranges. For this 18, 23, you'd be looking around 6 months to rank the organic website. You could start seeing some traction around month 4 and getting a couple leads per month around then, but then it will really take off after 6 months and more. The GMB, you'll start getting some leads probably in month 3. If you're able to help us get reviews. With only one review, you're not going to get anything. Even if you do SEO, no one's going to ever click on your business because there's so many other companies with lots of reviews. So we'll have to come up with a review strategy to get lots more reviews. If you do get a decent amount of reviews and I'm doing SEO on your GMB, then I'd expect getting more calls on the GMB by the 2nd and 3rd month. And then it will grow up in traffic after that. Then once you have the reviews on the GMB, you'd qualify for doing the local service ads, which I had mentioned earlier. They're these things, and that's another great way to do get leads in a short-term basis without having to spend a ton of money. So let me just show you kind of what a GMB optimization looks like really quickly. So this is Avices, the company that your friend works for. So they actually have like 8 GMBs, so I don't do a ton of work on each of them, but each GMB is still getting between 40 to 50 calls per month. So that's really, really good. If you have 6 of those, 6 times 50, you're getting 300 calls per month with the GMBs alone. Then you get probably another 40 or 50 from the website, and then their local service ads, they probably get around 3 leads per day on that one. So they're generating tons of leads. But they've been with me for a while now, almost a year. So, and that's to be expected. Just starting out, it's a lot slower. If you need leads immediately, Google Ads can work, but it's a lot more expensive for those quality leads. Also, local service ads work in the short term as well. If you look right now, this is when we first started in January. They spent around $1,500 or $1,100. This is over a span of 2 weeks. Got almost 40 leads. Cost per lead was around $30, and then booked 17 of them, so around 45% booking rate. And I think they said from the first 2 weeks they got 3 or 4 roofing installations, and then like 5 or 6 roof repairs. So 3 roofing stations for $1,000. That's really good ROI on their amount they spent. And that was before they had their processes down. Nowadays, they're getting a lot more leads. They've increased their ad spend, so they're doing like 1,000 per week and getting 100 leads per month with these local service ads. And they're not doing them on the weekends either anymore, so they would get even more if they did weekends. So that's a great way to manage and generate leads on a pretty tight budget. And I can set that up for you for free if we end up doing SEO together. Anyways, hopefully this was educational. I can explain more about what goes into SEO in the future. I didn't want to get too long or too technical, but essentially we need a lot of backlinks, press releases, directories, those kind of things. You need to be doing blogs, GMB posts. There's a lot that goes into it. I'm like the cheapest on the market because other SEO agencies even outsource to me because I'm affordable. But yeah, I would say you'd be looking at around $1,000 a month to be doing this with me. We would have to do a bit more keyword research to find out the exact number, and then a proposal on the website on how much it will cost for the one-time fee of writing the new content for all the pages. But yeah, between $800 to $1,000 a month for monthly SEO, depending on how fast you want to grow, and then a one-time fee of to be determined for writing the content and optimizing the website, because we want to probably rebuild this a little bit and add a lot more content and a lot more pages for your services. like these guys have. See how many pages they have for all of their different services, all the areas. It's a good example of good SEO. And yeah, well, let me know if you have any questions. Look forward to talking to you soon.